Hey everybody, this is Jeff Veale, the business guru, with another session of Stars on Spotlight. I've got a great star today, a very interesting story from my home country of Australia, from a lovely big country town called Brisbane. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Let me do an intro on this wonderful client. It's Billie Sharp, and now Billie is very sharp, believe me. She's a business owner, and she owns five. That's right, guys. You're struggling with one. Imagine her struggle. She's got five of them, right? So it's a bit like herding chickens, right? She's service-based, been in business for over 15 years. She currently owns five businesses, all service-based, coaching, handyman, cleaning, yard maintenance, marketing agency, app, and has just built a wonderful app for scheduling, which is going to be released to the public sometime down the track very soon. Key achievements or projects: building a mini empire. I've been there, guys. I know all about that. Creating work opportunities for people that are usually left behind, DV, single parents, disability, and building the app, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to help a lot of people. Personal motto, Billie Sharp, Queen of Business, where freedom fuels authenticity. That's a bit like integrity, guys. Authenticity is very, very important. Interesting things about yourself. We were homeschooled. That's the best school. Best school is homeschool, guys. Trust me on that. All they taught me at school was sit up straight and don't smile. And I don't do either anymore. I still don't sit up straight, and I keep smiling. Life's fun. And the nuns try to bash me. My hand used to be bruised because I was left-handed. I was the devil. They come on every day and bash me, and my knuckles were bleeding. That was back in the day. They don't let them do that anymore, but they did it back in my day. So welcome all the way from Brisbane. Welcome, Billie. Nice to see you here. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here and excited to see where the conversation takes us.
Well, it's going to take us down the rabbit hole. Here we go. Um, Tell us about your journey and what inspired you to pursue your current career. How did it all start?
So before I went out on my own, I worked as an operations manager and a chief financial officer and then a general manager. And I was living in a small town in New South Wales at the time, and a lot of the businesses locally were just closing down. And every time I'd ask them, and they would just say, "Oh, we weren't making a profit. We were busy, but we weren't making a profit," which
Well,
kind of blew my mind. Especially we were in a mining town, so there was a lot of money floating about. Just didn't seem to make sense to me. Um, so I offered to help someone for free, and it turned their business around. I was like, I could do this for a living. Like I could actually go into people's stores and help them make more money. So that's how it all began for me. And then it's just grown from there every single time.
pretty awesome journey. What's been the most challenging aspect of your work, and how have you overcome that?
I think the most challenging aspect is self, like overcoming your own self beliefs and blocks and working on all the really hard stuff that as soon as you think you've worked through it all, there's just something else to work through. So recognizing that without you, there isn't this empire, there isn't these businesses. So you really do need to make time for yourself and work on all those personal blocks that you have as well, so you can just keep succeeding.
Yeah, very, very important. Tell us an important moment in your career that changed your direction that you were heading. What was something pretty important to you?
Yeah, so I was in America, and we did 18 states in 8 weeks. We were in an
Wow,
RV driving around.
a lot of fun, RVs. I've done that. A lot of
It
fun.
was so much fun. We had the best time. But we ended up in Vegas, and someone
Wow.
offered us cheap tickets for like a this seminar thing. It was free tickets if you come to this seminar, and it was a timeshare seminar. And
Ah, right, the
basically, they
usual,
kept
yeah.
saying to us, if you sign up with timeshare, like you're going to have all these amazing holidays, and you're going to get this. And my husband and I looked at each other and we're like, we already have like the most amazing life. Why don't people live the way we live? So,
Yeah.
and that's when I started to do more than just helping businesses. And it was really inspiring and empowering people to create their dream lives the way I have, and that it's possible. It's not impossible. If I can do it, anyone can do it. So it was a really life-changing moment.
Yeah, Vegas is a pretty cool town, isn't it?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you a quick story, guys. I stood out the front, I'm waiting for my buddy, and I had black, just by chance, I had black shirt, black pants on, and a white shirt. Just that's how I was. Looked like a bloody waiter, I think. Anyway, I'm standing there, and I realised I was about 50 feet from a taxi rank, and people were lining up. So I'd put my hand up and I'd hail the taxi, and the taxi would come up, and I'd say to the next person, "Here you go, sir." And as they started to get the taxi, I put my hand out, and they were putting $5 into my hand. I did this
They were
about 10
tipping
times. I made $50 in about 15 minutes, and I thought I better stop here before I get arrested. And my mate couldn't believe it. I said, "God, how easy is it to make money in America?" So
Yeah.
that was a fun story. Um, in your opinion, what are the key qualities or skills that contribute to your success over the years?
I think my ability to grow, definitely being authentically me and honest and very like keeping high integrity is really important and unapologetically about that. And I think the biggest key to success is to be innovative. You have to be innovative in this day and age. You can't just do what everyone else is doing. You need to be moving faster than everyone else, doing it
That's right.
before they even think about it.
Yeah, think outside the spread. Speaking of integrity, over the years, I've bought 5 different people, friends of mine. I bought them a watch. On the back of that watch, I engraved the word for them, integrity. Now, recently, because it's been so much harder to find, I've started giving watches to people with the word respect. Because those who don't have integrity should have respect,
Yeah.
right? So, that's my little interesting that I like to do. Tell me, how do you stay motivated and continue to innovate in your field? What's your secret there?
Oh, I don't think there is a secret, honestly. I think motivation comes from within. You can't, if someone doesn't want to do it, you're not going to do it. You
Yeah.
have to be very self-motivated in this field and be kind to yourself. Like if you wake up and you're not motivated, I don't do it. And people are shocked by that. I'm like, there's a
I
reason
like
there's
that.
a lounge chair in my office because if I'm not feeling motivated, I'm taking the time to sit down, relax, understand why I'm not feeling motivated. Is it my intuition speaking up? Is it
Gut
what
feel.
why
Yeah,
am I not motivated to do this thing? Is it because I just don't like the task? Should I be employing somebody to do it so I can be motivated about something else? So
love
really
it.
understanding why you're not motivated, I think is the most important part for being unmotivated.
Yeah, love it, love it. About the motivation. You're like me. You haven't got a job. You got a passion. You know,
Yeah, I do.
when you got a passion, guys, it really is. It is fun. I mean, it's got its
It is.
moments. It's a challenge, no doubt
Yeah.
about it's a challenge. It's like climbing a mountain and you slip down sometimes and you think, oh, is it all this worth it? And then you look around and say, yeah, it's worth it. Let's go again. And you keep on going. I myself work 16 hours a day, guys. But like Billy, my secret is after this, for example, I go and have a couple of hour power nap because I can. Then to my next appointment. So, and then you can go and play golf from 2 till 4. No one knows, right? But I'll also work through till midnight to talk to American clients and get a real dollar because the Americans have got a dollar. I don't know what we've got, but it ain't a dollar anymore.
No.
Um, tell us about a recent project or achievement you're particularly proud of, Billy.
Well, it's actually I've got a client at the moment, and she has an Australian client, and to manufacture Australian products is really difficult. So, and in the marketing agency, she came to us basically to bring the product to market about 18 months ago. Perfect timeline, we can help her. Her manufacturers let her down. She goes to market this week with no physical product.
Wow.
So we have had to basically build a brand and render everything from scratch to make
Yes.
it feel like the best product since sliced
In the
bread
world. Yeah.
without a physical product. And
Yeah.
we've never done that before. And the team has worked so hard. And honestly, it feels and looks like there's a real product. So we're super proud.
Yeah. What are they going to sell? Fresh air or what?
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, right now, it's not about selling anything. It's just about building those connections and building
Educating.
email lists to
Educating.
get the word out there. Let's get hype around it. So when pre-order can happen, we can start getting the product shipped straight away from manufacturer to
Yeah.
client.
Funny enough, I've been working on a product up here in the Philippines, canned air, and it's called Common Sense, and it's got all these different sayings on it. It's going to go into gift shops. It's going to be, and then we got something like this, but it's full of common sense tablets, but it's actually M&Ms. You know, so we're going to do a common. I just want to do it as a side gig. We're doing what they call a common sense range, and it may go. Who knows? The pet rock went well. This might go fantastic as well. But
Yeah.
I'm just doing it because I can. What advice would you give someone aspiring to follow in your footsteps?
I would say it's not easy.
No,
And if
no.
you
If it
don't
was
know
easy,
why you're doing
everyone would
it,
do it, wouldn't they?
yeah. And if you don't know why you're doing it, don't bother.
Yeah, correct.
You have to really, it's like you said, it's a passion. And it's a passion project for a long time. It's not an instant gratification thing. There's such a delayed gratification to this. I wasn't an overnight success. All of the years in business prior led me to that. And then it wasn't really until 4 years in that I really started to see the success I'd set out. And as a high achiever, that's not an easy acceptance. It feels like failure, and you just have to keep pushing.
Yeah,
you will get kicked more than you've ever been kicked in your life, and you have to constantly get back up and keep trying.
That's right. And you get haters, the whole nine yards.
Everything.
And use those stones, guys, to build a castle. But what I was laughing about is basically the whole journey. It's not easy. It is lots of times you'll feel like giving up. I mean, you go from working for idiots to working for a lunatic. That's yourself. Right. That's what I thought. I thought, oh, I'm sick of working for all these idiots. I'm going to go and work for me. But I soon found out it's not as there's no pay packet on Fridays.
No.
Right.
And I think that, and people don't realize that. They think, I have this great idea, I'm going to make all this money. And I'm like, oh, okay, great. Like, where's the maths? Because that maths ain't mathsing. And there's no money in what you're doing right now. So I think it's not as, you really have to have that passion, because it's literally just getting kicked while you're down, then getting kicked some more, and then getting kicked some more, and then choosing to get back up, knowing you're going to get kicked tomorrow, probably twice as hard.
Yeah, that's the one. And knowing how to, heal yourself and go with it. And they said, be kind to yourself,
Yeah.
What I do personally, I have a reward every week. I reward myself every weekend. I got a new adventure. Then every month I go traveling. Every month to 6 weeks I go traveling somewhere. Every 3 months I go overseas. Because they're my carrots, guys. I mean, that's what keeps me motivated. I got to have some reason to do this stuff, and that's my reason. Plus the fact, like Billie, we love helping people, and people like Billie and I, you can reach out, have a chat, have a virtual cup of coffee. And the key point is you've got a mentor like Billie with 5 businesses who's done it, who's come from a single parent family. It shows you it can be done, even in Australia with the tall poppy syndrome, right?
Yeah.
Looking at my little notes here, looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations for the future, Billie?
What are my goals? My main goal is to be a billionaire. That's my number one goal.
I like that.
That's my lifetime goal.
I'm going to tell you in a moment, after you stop talking, I'm going to tell you how to do that. Go ahead.
No, that's my lifetime goal, and it's not to
not the money,
to have $1 billion. The goal is, because I truly believe money is power, and I'm somebody that puts my money where my mouth is. And if I want to make real change, it starts with power. So I need money.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. Have you heard of, or do you follow the real billionaire, Brad Sugars from Australia?
No, I don't.
Okay, write it down. Brad Sugars. Brad Sugars is an Australian who went over. He lives in LA, and he drives a Ferrari. He's a real cool guy. He drives a Ferrari every day, and he does these lives in his Ferrari, and the Ferrari roars. You hear the exhaust. Beautiful. Anyway, Brad's about 60. He must do Botox. He looks about 30. He looks like Peter Pan. Looks about 35, and he's a really smart guy. He has 1,500 coaching franchises around the world.
Wow.
1,500, and it's called Action Coaching. Right. And he's got a great program there. For anyone that's listening, he's got a great program, guys. I don't get any commission, believe me. I wish I should. $99. It's a 30-day program, and you get some wonderful tip or hint every day for 30 days. And I tell you now, I'll go as far as saying, guys, if you invest $99, if you're not happy with it, reach out to me. I'll refund you $99 for you. If Brad doesn't, I will.
Yeah.
It's an awesome program. And Brad's an awesome guy. And he is, in fact, a billionaire. And you'll love the fact he keeps it really simple.
Yeah, that's just it. I find so many people overcomplicate it. And I got asked the other day, actually, how much have you spent on coaching, like for mentors yourself to get to this point? And I was like, I haven't.
Yeah.
I've done courses, and I've done education, but I haven't gone and spent, $100,000 on this magnificent coach that's going to change my life.
Yeah. Action gets traction, guys. Billie takes action every day.
Every single day.
And you heard also what she did. If she's not feeling it, stuff it. It'll be there tomorrow. Go and have a coffee. Relax. Come back later when you are feeling it. Come back bigger and better than ever, right?
You get more done.
Absolutely. A lot more done. Tell me, how can our listeners and people watching this find out all about you, Billie, and your wonderful services? What's the best way?
The easiest way to find me is just come and find me on Facebook, just BILLIE SHARP, BILLIESHARP. And add me as a friend. That I don't have multiple profiles and all of these different things. I'm just a genuine person. So what I share with my actual friends is what I share with my online community as well. So come and add me as a friend, get to know me, learn from me. You don't have to pay me to come and learn and be in my circle. I just like to inspire and empower.
Yeah, you're a giver. I got a picture about this. You're a zebra in a world full of horses, right? Because you're a
True.
giver.
It's so true.
You're a giver in a world full of takers. So guys, don't be a taker, be a giver.
No.
Even giving a smile, guys. You can change someone's day by giving them a smile.
Yeah. Our motto literally in every single business when we interview everyone and we try and like really get this, our thing is kill them with kindness. So if you get a client call up with a complaint, you kill them with kindness. Don't get angry about it. I don't want to hear any anger. We just want to be kind because you don't know what they're going through.
Just listen. Listen, you might learn something. The more you listen, the more
you
you learn, guys. Okay, before we wrap it up, Billie, tell us a fun fact about yourself. You're a fun girl, but tell us a fun fact about yourself that most people don't know.
Yeah, so our fun fact would be, so we do homeschool. So we own 5 businesses and we homeschool our daughter, it's a big task, but I think it's so rewarding. And her being in the entrepreneurial environment as well and just being a creative and
she'll be a star.
And it's so good for us. Like we get to be on the road, we can be away. Like there's no restriction to, hey, we have to go to school and we have to do that. So I think that's something that most people don't know about me because they see me as this like successful business person that doesn't really talk much about her family and things like that. But they're my biggest supporters and they're probably they are the most important things to me. And being able to have them on the road. So when I do on stage speaking and come home to the hotel and it's my husband and my daughter, it's just such a nice experience. I get to be out there and then come home and be surrounded by love, which is really, I think, really, really important thing.
Yeah, you're a star. Very quickly, I was going to ask you, how old is your daughter, Billie?
She's 8.
8. You put her to work yet?
She's trying to start her own business, don't worry, and it's not from me. She's wants her own stuff.
Yeah, they learn quick. Yeah, very, very busy. I got 2 daughters too, but only one of them takes after her mother, who's very conservative, but plods along and does well. And the other one is definitely like me. She's a black sheep. She's always looking at an angle,
Yeah, there's always an angle. That's a very good way to put it.
Yeah, I call it rat cunning. You've either got it or you haven't.
She is cunning, yeah.
Yeah, Billie, it's been a pleasure. So what's going to pop up there, come up on me. So guys, if you want to be on Stars on Spotlight, just like our guest Billie, and learn a bit more about life, everyone's got a story to tell, guys. I'd love to hear your story, and our guests would too. So come on Stars on Spotlight. Think about it. $30 for a TV commercial. And what's going to happen? People are probably going to go to the toilet and make a cup of coffee while the commercial's on. 10 radio spots going to set you back in your city anything from $3,000 to $5,000. And they may well play them at 2 o'clock in the morning when people are asleep. So guys, come on Stars on Spotlight. We'll put you across 14 different platforms, including YouTube, with all your social media links and make you more famous than what you are, all totally free. Thanks for being on the show today, Billie. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.